Welcome everyone. Greetings from Russia, from UrFU Federal University. Can you hear me and see us and me well? Please type into our chat if everything is okay. Thank you for joining us today. It's really great to be speaking with you all. Hope you all will see us and hear us without any technical problem. My name is Svetlana and I'm going to be your host for today's presentation. At the same time, I'm a manager at the Department of International Educational Programs, UrFU. And just before we start, let's settle down a bit housekeeping, how we will do. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into our question box in your Zoom into your Zoom control panel. Please now switch off, but I see you switched off all your microphones. And after that, we will bring all them up. And after the presentation, we will try to answer all your questions and maybe issues, problems, discuss all of them. Now, without further ado, I would like to give the floor to the head of the preparatory courses department, Ms. Maria Mukaseyeva, with her welcome speech and information about the university.
Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to welcome you on behalf of UrFU Federal University and as a head of preparatory department for foreign students. I would like to ask our technical staff to share the screen, and now you will see the presentation itself, and we will start. So please, the next slide. As maybe you know, UrFU Federal University is the leading university of the region. It is a very huge one, not only accounting 35,000 students, but also having quite a lot of academic campuses, lots of dormitories, being very rich in scientific staff, and also hosting more than 4,000 international students, creating a very unique and friendly atmosphere with an international community. And we are always happy to welcome, to greet, to meet our foreign students at the very first step at the preparatory department, helping them to get acquainted with the Russian language, to start later education at UrFU Federal University or in any other university of Russia or everywhere. So every year, our preparatory department welcomes more than 500 students from different countries of the world. But this year is rather unusual one. So this year we start everything online. We start everything on a distant way. The main features of educational academic year 2020-2021 is that we start education all together from today. We start the first groups which are already completed online. The students will have online classes, they will have online lectures, video courses, meetings with the tutor, with the teacher, having some kind of Russian content and Russian holidays, lessons and meetings, and travel all around the city, like virtual tour. So everything will start online. But as soon as the borders are open, as soon as the invitation letters and visas are ready, we are very happy to meet you here in UrFU. When the borders are open, our classes are starting offline in our classrooms. As I have already told you, there are quite a lot of different buildings, campuses of the university. And the preparatory department is located on Chipaeva 20th Street. Please remember this address because you will have to travel around the city and find this very address and get acquainted with these buildings because it will be your place of study for the first year. The building is nice, light, newly equipped and renovated, so it's rather interesting and comfortable to study there. Most of your classes are there when they are offline. So about the content of education, about the syllabus, I would like to give the floor to another speaker.
Thank you, Maria. And now I'd like to introduce the next speaker, presenter, Ms. Ekaterina Fedorova, the program manager. Hope when you come here all in personal, you will see her very often and you will work in really close cooperation with Ms. Ekaterina. Now she will outline the main points of the upcoming course.
Hello, dear students. Nice to see you. And I will tell you, yes, I will tell you about distant learning, about how classes are organized. In distant learning, you will have from 12 to 16 webinars hours per week. It means from 6 to 8 webinars. So one webinar is 2 hours. Then you will have from 12 to 16 hours for your self-studying work, and you will work on the educational platform of UrFU. So totally, you will have 28 hours of Russian language intensive course. How to get your educational platform? You will have your group tutor. It is the most important person for your first time and for the whole time of your studying, because this is the person who will help you with all questions. And you will get all instructions from this tutor. You will meet this person at the first webinar, and he will provide you with all instructions on how to get the educational platform, and all your questions you can address to this tutor. Your midterm will be in winter 2021, and then you can decide in winter. You can decide to continue your intensive Russian course, Russian language course, or you can also go to the special groups. You can choose new group to continue studying not only Russian language, but some special subjects to enter the university. And you will have your final exam in June 2021. About study groups, they all will consist no more than 12 students in a group. And as I already told you, you will have your group tutor. Your group tutor is usually your teacher, one of your teachers, but this person is also responsible for some questions that are not only about your studying. So all your questions you can address to this person. As you are, and we are on a distant form now, please be in touch and check up your email regularly, because you will get the greeting letter with all information about the schedule, about the instruction, about your group tutor. You will get this letter no later than 2 days before your first webinar lesson. So please be in touch, check your email, and please check also your spam box in your email. Also, I would like to say that before your lessons start, please make sure that you have good internet connection. You have video and audio connection. Check everything technically, and please don't forget to install a Russian keyboard layout, because you will need it from the very first lesson. And just keep in touch, and you're welcome.
Thank you, Katerina. I think after our presentation, you will have some questions about the academic section. You're welcome to type them into our question box in Zoom. And now it's high time to introduce the next presenter, Mr. Michael or Mikhail in Russian, Kapyrin. And he's also the manager of our department. And Mikhail will outline their questions and issues about visa, support, arrivals, fee payment, etc. You're welcome.
So good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, my name is Mike again. My colleague has already introduced myself. Yeah, so I wanted to cover a few points here. The first issue and the main thing that most of the students are now thinking about is the arrival to Russia, I suppose. As of, we are actually taking into account the current epidemiological situation, and the time when our students will come to Russia will depend strictly on the borders of Russian Federation being reopened for international flights. So I hope that the situation will be stabilized in the nearest time, and that by December all the borders will be reopened again, and the university will be able to initiate the process of issuing the visa invitation. So here are a few points that you can see in the slide. So basically, all the students who will be traveling to Russia have to undergo the 14-day isolation period. The isolation will be all the students will be living in one of the dormitories of our university, which was turned into a special place where they can stay for this quite short period of time, of 2 weeks time. Every day the student has to cover the accommodation and the food fee. The approximate price is 700 rubles per day, which is approximately $10 US. So, and also one more very important thing, that the student has to, before he travels to Russia, he has to make the COVID-19 test and bring the negative results of it when he arrives to Russia. Those results should be not older than 3 days. So this is a very important point, because there were several regulations introduced by our governor recently, and all the students have to undergo this procedure. So one more thing about the isolator. So on the 10th and 12th day of being of the stay of the student in the isolator, they will have to undergo the COVID-19 test once again and get the negative result again. So after all these procedures, the student will be allowed to start the studies offline on campus. And also before 10 days before the arrival to Russia, all the students have to inform us by filling in this form, which we will also share in the future, so so that there are no issues with our bodies of the university meeting our prospective students at the airport and picking them up and going through all the procedures, basically. Yeah. So the next slide is about accommodation. So here is the contact of our colleagues from the Adaptation Center. So they are completely responsible for the accommodation, and our buddies will also be in touch with you. So they will take you from the airport, from the place where you will land, to the place near our main campus, and our colleagues from the Adaptation Center will completely guide you through all these processes. And also in that very place where they will bring you, you can also get the health insurance if you did not buy one from your country. So, and the price of the health insurance is also worth noting. It costs approximately 3,500 rubles. And I suppose it will cover 1 year of your stay here in Russia. So in case some of the students will not get the option to have the room at our university's dormitory, there are also commercial dormitories or flats options available. Or for example, even if you got the place at our dormitory, but some of the students also prefer to stay somewhere outside of the dormitory for them to feel more free, for example, then we will also share the contacts of our colleagues. Here you can see them in the slide. They will also help you to get the place at the commercial dormitories. There are also flats and some hotels as well. And the price range you can see here again in the slide starts from 7,000 rubles and goes up to 13,000 rubles per month. So the next slide, please.
So I will continue dealing with the information related to your course. We have two different options: the Russian language plus the specialty subjects, which the Russian language starts from the moment you apply, and the specialty subjects start from 2021, starting in January. If you want to enter the higher education in Russia, so we highly recommend you to follow this course, because the specialty subjects up to 5 different directions will help you to get ready to the exam. And the deadline for you is till the 1st of November. And also the course which is related to the general Russian language course, the deadline for this course is the beginning of February 2021. You can apply for this course, and the price for this course will depend on the date you start studying. Here is the slide related to the price for the education for the general Russian course. And I also wanted to add that like Michael has already told you, that our classes has started. For those who apply, has already applied, your classes will start as soon as possible. So please keep in touch with Michael. You will get the greeting letter where all the information related to the course will be included.
Yeah, and also I have to highlight a few points about the prepayment. It is for those who have not yet paid the tuition fee. So basically the process is described here in the slide. It will only take you 5 steps to undergo before you will be able to join the course. The first thing that we will need from you is your passport. It should be valid for at least 2 years from the date you apply. And then the second thing that we will need is the passport translation certified by the person who did it. The third thing is the visa application form. It is also quite simple. You can just mail me, and if I did not send it to you before, I will just once again send it to you. Then based on those documents, we prepare the tuition contract. After that, using the tuition contract number, you will be able to pay the tuition fee on the official website of our university using any bank card, Visa or MasterCard. And also we are now experimenting with the option of paying with SWIFT code. If you are also interested in this option, you can also please write us in the chat, and I will further come in contact with you and explain you in more details. Then after we prepare the contract, we will send you all the copies, both copies, Russian and the English one, for you to be able to pay. Yeah. After that, we will also ask you to send us back the Russian copy of the contract with your signatures. Then after you complete the payment, then you please send us the copy of the receipt as well, so we can initiate all the procedures of your enrollment. So this is pretty much it if we talk about the prepayment for those guys who have not yet paid.
Okay, on behalf of the Preparatory Department, I would like to say that please do not be afraid of starting the academic year online on a distant way, because it has certain advantages that you, on your arrival to Russia, have certain knowledge of Russian. So it will help you a lot. Even from your arrival to airport, you will be rather confident being able to read different information, being able to explain if you need any kind of help. So this is a unique situation even for us. For the whole fall period and summer, we were getting ready the online and distant course for you with the teachers, trying to make it very interesting, interactive, having different lectures, having different lessons to be recorded. So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be hard, but nevertheless, we are waiting for you to start mastering the language, opening a new, how to say, universe with a new language.
Thank you, dear colleagues. I would like just to emphasize that our all contacts and email addresses are given in this slide. After the session, you will all get their recorded version of this webinar and this presentation as well. Please don't hesitate to contact us if any question or problem appear. Here you can see our two coordinators. With one you have already got acquainted. It's Mr. Kapylin Mikhail. He can give you any consultation about payment, arrival, visa, support, etc. And Ms. Borovikova Yulia, she is also our colleague, but she is responsible already for the academic issues and questions, if any appeared. I can see the chat is not that quite vivid. Just we don't see the questions. Please don't be afraid to ask, to type anything here, to ask if you, of course, if you have any questions, if something was not that quite, how to say, clear for you, right? Please attack us with questions.
There is a question in a chat related to the student who received an email from the teacher who was not in the list of the students. You shouldn't worry. You should contact Mr. Michael or Yulia, and we will find out whether you are a student or not and why you are not in the list. So you shouldn't worry. Have a look at the email addresses of our managers and please write them the personal letter related to your issue and we will help you. Don't worry.
Can university make special invitations for foreign students to cross the borders while it's still closed? I think it's for Michael.
Yeah, so we are actually trying our best and we are hoping that the borders of Russian Federation will be reopened. But as of today's information, we cannot say anything about the special invitations for the students, our prospective students. But we have recently got the positive signs from the ministry and potentially all our students who have already paid the tuition fee and are waiting for the invitations will get the invitation in the nearest time. So we are now also collecting all the information and sending it to the ministry, so, and hoping for the best.
Thank you. The next one, how many students are in this master program practical data analysis in 2020?
Well, to be honest, this is not a very straightforward question because we are responsible for preparatory department and short-term programs. We cannot answer about master degree programs, but nevertheless, if you need, just write us an email and we will send you the information related to the responsible person. And also, please specify whether it's a Russian language program or the program taught in English, because this is a huge difference. These are two different programs. Just specify it.
Yeah, and if you are interested in international students right now, the problem is complicated for all the levels of education here because borders are closed for now.
Yes, and only those who studied at UrFU Federal University at the preparatory department and then had the test and entered the university onto the higher education level, like bachelor and master, they managed to start their classes on offline right now. But those who left home, we're waiting for them when the borders are open.
Right. When can I receive the email from the Russian language teacher?
So you shouldn't worry. We get the information every day about the students who has paid, who has applied with all the documents set. And you will receive the letter from your teacher 2 days before your class starts. That's why check your mail, be very careful, check your spam mail. You will receive the letter definitely.
What happens when a student eventually pays for the course and is not granted visa?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Actually, we are not thinking that this situation will be feasible, and actually there are some really positive signs, and that the visa invitations will be given to our prospective students soon, and we are actually not taking into account this situation.
In case, if it happens, there is a certain procedure of refunding. So your money will be sent back, and there is certain procedure. You will be informed about it through our managers. So don't worry about it. You will get your money back.
But of course, you should warn us beforehand that you are not going to study further online. So please let us know about any changes in your decisions or opinion. So is that all? Is everything clear? Because I can't see any more questions from you in our chat. No, yes, we can't see. So if we are through, we can finish and wrap up our presentation. And I think it's a good idea to show you a short video about our university and about our alumni students from the preparatory department who graduated that summer 2020, and see how life was going right now, right there. If you have any questions more which you couldn't ask today, right now, please contact us later in direct messages to our mailbox. Please also check your spam box about invitations. And I see, yes, it's too early to say goodbye. I got some more questions. Can we still apply next year? If not sure, to apply this year?
Of course, actually, if you have doubts about sending the application this year, we will be also very much glad to welcome you next year. And still, maybe you can consider this year's admission period because this is quite a unique experience, and we are not sure whether you'll be able to experience and start the studies online next year.
Yes, you're always welcome. Every year. Yeah, I see one more question. Is the dormitory enough? You mean accommodation places, I think. I think the apartment is expensive.
So actually, our university is now holding one of the dormitories as the place for the isolation, and I suppose that when the situation will be stabilized and our incoming students will not have to undergo all these procedures with the 2 weeks isolation, the dormitory rooms will be again given back to the university, and there will be more place, and hopefully that you will still get the room at our university's dormitory. If not, still there is a possibility of these commercial options, and please, you can consider it anytime.
Thank you. I can't see any more questions. I think that is all, right? If not, let me know. Okay, I would like to tell a few words about our when. I would like to tell a few words about our buddy system. Buddy is a person who is a current student, a Russian one or a foreign one, but who speaks the Russian language pretty well. This is a person who is going to guide you from the very beginning at the starting from the airport. He or she will pick you up and bring to their university or dormitory, but most likely it's going to be to university. So you're not going to be alone and lost at the airport. Don't worry. The next question, is there a group page for foreign students to know who will apply this year? Just a second. Yes, sorry for this pause. Here you may see our social channels and also social media, Instagram group, Facebook and VK groups, and also below there are two our web pages. The first one is for the preparatory courses, preparatory department, and the last one given below is about our short-term programs and about the Department of International Educational Programs. For example, if you want to continue to study here at the bachelor level or master or PhD, you can visit this web page. When does the next question, when does the online class start?
So I will give the explanation that I have already written in the chat, that from today we have the first groups starting the education process. Every day we form groups from 10 to 12 students according to their level and launch their education process. So you shouldn't worry that you are not in this very group. It means that as soon as we get information from Michael that you have already paid or you are in the list, you are enrolled, we will send this information to the teachers. They will contact you and send you the greeting letter with the information regarding your study process. So just wait for 1 or 2 days and you will get, all of you will get the letters related to your study process, and then you will start.
Okay, I think I got the previous question from NG to everyone. Sorry, we misunderstood. Is there any group page or group chat you meant probably? Do we have any group chat for students for you to communicate, right, Ekaterina?
Yes, of course, we have a page in like the common chat, the general chat in VK, in Instagram and Facebook. But when you are in a group, your tutor will make a chat with your group. So all the students of your group, they will be in one chat. For Chinese students, we usually use WeChat. So you will have your chat with your group mates and with your tutor and with your teachers. If you want to ask something in social networks, you're welcome. So you can see all the links. Just follow them, and of course we will answer you.
Okay, the next question. As I need to work till I go to Russia in January 2021, so can I listen to the online lessons at night, Beijing time?
So it's a very good question. We usually adjust time to different time zones, and we will have classes for Latin America, which will be held at night. So in case the time suits you well, please join this group. But you should indicate this very question to your tutor, to the teacher which contacts you, and you will be placed to the group whose classes take place at night time. So it's okay, it's quite possible.
Can I add, please? Yes, when you get your greeting letter from your teacher, please reply individually that show your name and write what time is okay for you.
Okay, thank you. I would like also to tell you that when you are enrolled, you will get a special greetings letter from your tutor, but also from our department with all the guidance, with the guidebook, with all the recommendations about all procedures you will face here later, or you will face during the online course. So that will mean that you are enrolled and everything is okay. But enrollment is possible in UrFU just like in any university, I think, after payment done. So please don't not take your time, but just no need to wait. It's better to start as soon as possible because our first day is already today. So some of the groups started the classes online today. So I don't see any more questions. If everything is clear, let's finish, unfortunately, our today's presentation. And good. The question from the same person who worked in China till late. I leave the company in 5:30 every workday, and I can listen to the online classes later. Please, if you have some problems with schedule or with time, please contact our coordinator or your tutor, and he or she will explain and find the better way for you to study the course. We will do our best to help you with that. Okay?
Yeah, so we will try different possible solutions in your case, and I think that we will just solve this issue without any problems.
Yes, we got.
Yeah, we
got the situation. Yes, you were explaining here. Yes, we got. Please contact and explain the situation to the coordinator. So,
yeah, just one more note. Some of the classes are completely online, and some of the classes are recorded for you. That's why you will be able to watch different short videos, explanations at any time which suits you well. But please try to visit the online meetings with the tutor, different chat classes with the tutor. And as I already told you, at the time which suits you well, we will find it for you.
Okay, now it's time to finish. If you have more additional questions about today's presentation, about the beginning of the year, payment, visa, etc., any sort of questions, please contact us on our mailbox. Please don't forget to check your spam box to see there the invitation and greeting letters. And you are welcome. Hope to see you soon. I hope in personal. Everybody of you, we are waiting. We can't help really to to teach here online, but we are ready to teach you online, of course. But it's better way to come here in personal. So we are waiting. Welcome to Russia. And now I would like to show you a short video about our preparatory department, about maybe about Yekaterinburg, but because I think you have never been here before. So let's watch.